is home for Talk Back Natchitoches with Pastor Steve Harris.
Good morning and welcome to Talk Back Natchitoches. Yours truly, Pastor Stephen Harris. And listen, we got a show today. I would just want to thank everybody, Lottie Dottie, and everybody for joining us. And we're going to do what we've always done, and that's begin with the word of prayer. Lord God, how we thank you, praise you, glorify, magnify, and lift you up. For this is the day that you've made, and I'm going to rejoice and be exceedingly glad in it. We pray, oh gracious Father, for each person, each listener, that, Lord, they'll be blessed on this blessed day. Because, Lord, you've allowed us to participate in a day that we've never seen before. And we're not going to take that for granted, oh gracious Father, for there are those that I know that's better than me by purpose. And so I just thank you right now. And I ask right now that you would cause this segment to be informative and inspiring and impactful. And we ask all of these blessings in the wonderful and mighty and awesome name of Jesus the Christ. And we just praise you and glorify you. In Jesus' name, amen and amen and amen. Mm-hmm. Listen, I want you to know we had such a wonderful time on this weekend down in the Big Easy. Got down in the Big Easy, and we thank God for all of those who sponsored and those who are sponsoring to clear up any type of fundings and things like that. And people just reached out and giving. We thank God. Thank you, and you'll see all of the people who helped to make it possible. All the chaperones, just all the people who saw the need for us to expose our young people. And let me tell you, our young people looked at this and they said, that really happened in Louisiana? And, this is the question I ask people. What do you know about history? And they say all kind of different things. But one thing I know about history, Brother Humphrey and Sister Freeman, is that if it happens once, it could very easily happen again. And so, I think about the tax poll. We're experiencing another tax poll. They don't want you to vote. They used to have, you had to count jelly beans and just all kind of different things. And we still have things that's going on in this country right now that people don't recognize is really trying to take us back. But it's because if you don't know your history, it's so easy to repeat it, So with that being said, I just want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. We did have a wonderful time. Hopefully you had a wonderful time. I didn't know they had a ball this weekend. I think it was all of the crews. Did all the crews come together or what? I really didn't know. All I know, I saw a whole lot of people dressed up and dancing and things like that. And I just like for folks to have a good time. And then you had denim and diamonds and denim, whatever the case may be. And we had a whole lot of things going on in the city. And I just want to thank God for the city. Let me say again, we did have a person to lose their life. I say all the time, guns don't kill people. People who play God kills people. The Bible talks about Cain and Abel. When you don't know who you are, you will mess around and commit something against your brother and not knowing that if you do it to your brother, you actually did it to yourself. You know, the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You know, so if you think you nobody, if you don't know who you are, you have an identity crisis, an identity problem, that's what will happen. Listen, I am so excited. This young man is doing, I guess what the young folks say, he's doing the thing. He's doing the thing. And I just want Mr. Humphrey to tell our listening audience a little bit about who you are and what led you into the field of, so that you can tell them what field you're in. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Dexter Humphrey. I'm a plastic surgery coordinator, and I'm a licensed massage therapist and a certified kinesiologist. So what I do is I travel throughout the nation with different surgeons treating their patients after plastic surgery. So whether that be cosmetic surgery, reconstructive surgery, or just in general plastic surgery. I travel back and forth from the Dominican Republic.
And never asked me to go.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? I do a lot of diabetic prevention programs, a lot of weight loss programs, because, well, as you know, I used to be a really big guy.
Right.
But I offer all of these services.
First time I actually met you is dealing with people, and you were teaching classes.
Correct.
And with people who are dealing with
Type 2 diabetes.
Type 2, like they say, diabetical. You know,
sugar.
Yeah. And so we'll get into that a little later on, because ask that question about what's some of the biggest issues in our community, and I know that's probably going to be one of them, because we really we could prevent a whole lot of stuff through education.
Yes.
And that's what you were doing at that particular time.
Still,
right. You were educating the people about how they. I guess let's land there.
Okay.
You know.
So the different diabetic prevention programs that I offer is we give you will, whenever you call my office, because I have a office in Alexandria, and now we're opening up an office in Shreveport, Louisiana, in the Cross Lake area.
Okay.
So whenever you call the office, my assistant, she will get your name, your age, your address, and you tell her exactly what's your goal. Okay. So once I get all of that information, and then I speak with you, or I have a consultation with you, I actually develop a weekly plan for you. And depending on what you're able to do, I'll develop a workout plan for you. Every week, you will get something, every single week. Okay? So you'll get a diet for 7 days, and you'll get a 7-day workout plan. But it'll be something special, or it'll be critique special, whether it's their age, or they're having complications with like a certain limb or whatsoever.
Right.
So I adjust the workouts or customize the workouts to fit them.
Not one size fit all. Like
No.
Cookie cutting. Like
Right.
that.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No, because everything, what works for you may not work for me.
Right.
Okay. And then with your work schedule is different from my work schedule. So I take all of that into consideration whenever I'm developing each of these plans.
And it's not something that's easy either, though.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because you're dealing with individuals from different walks of life, and not only our color. You're dealing with, but in our community, though, we are so. Because I don't want to use the word ignorant, because people get offended by the word.
Yeah.
But the truth is, we are all ignorant about some things. But not only do you do it, you do it well.
Thank you.
It works. Because, look, turn around and I see you and it ain't working on you, I'm like, I don't know,
Right.
you know.
Right.
But you do it well, it works, and your clients are very satisfied.
Yes.
Yeah. And by way of mouth, they speak louder
Oh yeah.
than
Most definitely.
even doing these type of things. Even though I like your commercials, man.
Yeah.
Your commercials are off the chain.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Would you say that's one of the most troubling areas in our community?
By far.
Yeah.
By far. Because type 2 diabetes is a silent killer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a silent killer. And you will hear a lot of people say it is hereditary. Type 2 diabetes is not hereditary.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
You can type 1 is hereditary, but not type 2. That's not hereditary. So eating habits are hereditary.
Right.
So our elders taught grandma how to cook like this, grandma taught mama how to cook like this, mama taught me. Somebody has to stop that cycle.
Right.
Okay. So whenever you realize that and you learn that, then that's when you think even in our past of history,
Right.
we may do with the scraps that were given to us. Okay?
Right.
But now, like I said, my grandmother and my grandfather, we ain't gotta eat like that. No more.
Right.
All right.
And we have a whole lot of habits that were, like you said, passed down through necessity.
Correct.
You could eat greens without all of the fat back in it.
Exactly.
Yeah. The greens are good.
The greens are good.
Yeah.
But it's what we add extra in the greens.
And then what we're not doing that we did back then is that you may have eaten a whole lot of pig, but you did a whole lot of exercising. You were out in the field. You were burning that stuff off.
Yeah.
But now we just eat it and lay up. And it just sets in our system. Yeah. So you were talking about type 1 and type 2.
Mm.
For me, with my ignorance. Okay. You say that type 2 is not hereditary.
It's not. Eating habits are hereditary. That's what causes type 2 diabetes.
And type 2 is the one that you start clipping stuff.
Yeah.
And once it gets to the stage that you start cutting off things.
Limbs and stuff like that from decrease of blood flow or no blood flow at all. Yeah. So that type 2 is the most common. Type 1 diabetes is you're born with that. And you're born with that because your blood sugar is usually too low when it comes to type 1 diabetes. So they're see it because a lot of children, or the ones that I've came in contact with have type 1 diabetes. Now, you do have children who their parents allow them to overeat and do not do anything.
Come up with type 2.
And they have type 2. The youngest type 2 diabetic that I treated was a 10-year-old.
Wow.
A 10-year-old girl.
Yeah. So, I see you and you got these cups or glasses or something.
Right.
And it's got smoke or something. I don't know. Fire. Okay.
So what these cups do, and I tell people all the time, if you've seen the movie The Karate Kid, you've seen cupping therapy done.
Okay.
So what these cups do is, so we take the fire and we put it inside the cup, and it actually forces and pushes all the oxygen to your skin. The reason why it sucks is because it's trying to pull the oxygen back in that cup, but we apply it to your skin, and that's what pulls the suction to it. Now, what this does is, if you can isolate or pull that whole blood to a certain area, it will cause for a faster healing process.
Wow.
And it will help with pain relief.
Yes.
So that is why people use cupping therapy. Like, so, we have dry needling now, and a bunch of other different techniques, but cupping is one that I like. And that's
what was
what I
it? What
use the
was
most.
it? What did it derive from? Is it an Asian?
Oh, yes.
That's what I.
It's very, very, very old, ancient. I don't want to say herbal medicine.
Mm-hmm.
But it
Listen, I'm treatment of things because at the end of the day, the pharmaceuticals they get it from some type of herb.
Oh,
you know.
most definitely.
Yeah. So draining the lymphatic system. You do things like that.
Yes. So
y'all need to listen to this.
So majority of my patients, whenever they come in, so any patient that comes from surgery, and I'll even say after this, so you have in our community, our elders, swollen legs.
That's right.
Okay. So a lot of
y'all listen to this.
A lot of our elders will go to the doctor and they will, I'm going to use blood pressure medication for example. They'll put them on this blood pressure medication that has a fluid additive in it. Well, a lot of these, like 3 different blood pressure medications with fluid additive. So it causes a lot of lymph, okay? So when your lymphatic system gets clogged, okay, things that you can do is use spring water, key limes, late at night before you go to bed and drink that, and that will start to decrease a lot of that swelling and start to open up your lymphatic system, and so it can pump the fluid out like it needs to, okay?
Because it's not draining properly.
Correct. Yeah. So, because when you do, so even like whenever I'm doing my lymphatic massages, and I also have a machine for my clients that it's the normal tech machines. So a lot of athletes and stuff use it. So you'll sit down in a recliner or a chair, you'll put each leg in it, you'll zip it up, and it has a controller, and it pumps from your toes all the way up to your thighs, to your hips. Percent of the time, whenever they're done out of that machine, they have to use the bathroom.
Oh yes,
because it's pumping so much fluid. You know, or even during while the machine is going, they'll say, "Hey, can I stop and use the bathroom real quick?" So I have to take them out and let them use the bathroom. But
it's working.
Yes, that helps a lot because a lot of people retain fluid because the lymphatic system from eating so much foolishness clogs it up. And if you don't know, and your mama had it and your grandmother had it, you would think, oh, well, I'm going to get it too.
Right.
But you're eating the same things. You know, nobody's changing anything.
So what people don't recognize is not only does your kidney pump toxins out of your body, but your lymphatic system helps to pump those toxins and things like that. And when they're clogged up, you're not getting stuff out of you, it's staying in you.
I use this for example. I tell my patients who call with different things, you can cure anything you want in the kitchen. A lot of people don't believe that. I'm Nigerian. I'm Nigerian, but I was born here in the States.
Right.
So my biological father, is Nigerian. So now I talk to my grandmother in Nigeria. She's a master herbalist.
Yes.
So a lot of the things and techniques that I do, she tells me.
Yeah.
And I use it here with my patients.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are like, well, how was you able to do that? Well, honestly, it was from my grandmother.
Right.
Okay. And like I'm very big into learning from my elders and so forth and so on, you know. And so heed to it.
Right.
I really take heed to it, and especially when it works.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons why I got so popular in this plastic surgery stuff. Like going to DR, I'm just a small town Texas boy.
Yeah.
And now I'm flying across country with these different surgeons treating their patients and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I go back this month in March. I go back this month in March, and I go meet with Dr. Fernanda. Dr. Fernanda is Cardi B surgeon, Drake surgeon.
Right.
And I'm finna develop a contract with her whenever I go back.
So you are in the Dominican, you are just everywhere because you're in, I guess other folks do it, but the way you do it.
Yeah, it's the way I do it.
Yeah.
So So like all of those clients I put on a certain diet plan,
Right.
I stay on it.
I see you.
Yeah.
Like they come in and they like you say, hey, you didn't lose much. What have you been doing?
So I can tell, and I tell all my patients this, I can tell if you ate something this past week that you wasn't supposed to. Or if you drunk alcohol, I can tell because your body gonna show it. Every time. It never fails.
Well, listen, man, we gotta take a little break here, but this is so intriguing and so interesting, and I just want our people to take advantage of a person who really, really takes pride in what you're doing, and one of your customers, clients, to benefit from the things that you do. And we'll be right back. Man, I'm just, I'm the truth.
I got to blow my nose so bad. Can I blow my
Go
nose?
ahead, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Y'all, we blow noses in here.
No, Alex.
Yeah.
Best choices to protect current assets, future income, and family legacy. We offer business, homeowners, auto, church, health, and life insurance. For a quote, call us now, 318-467-6288.
So is there a difference between cosmetic and plastic?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to do that. And then I want to talk about what inspires you to go. I don't listen. I know there's a whole lot of money, especially females. They love to spend money, trying to perfect.
There's a whole lot.
Yeah. I saw one. This person was drawn, and then they told me they said, "Show because that's all," but it didn't look at first. It didn't look like it was, plastic stuff.
Right.
But eventually I think they started getting more and more and more, and you can start to tell.
Yeah, they call it rounds.
Yeah.
So they go back for a second round, third round.
Right. And we are back. Listen, I think you were trying to tell us the difference, but I may have missed it. Is there a difference between cosmetic and plastic?
Yes. So it's plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery, and reconstructive surgery.
Okay.
So, and a lot of people do not know this. So just because you're having surgery done, board certified plastic surgeon, so they can be a surgeon and take cosmetic courses to do cosmetic surgery, like 360 lipo, BBLs and stuff like that. But whenever you have a board certified plastic surgeon, you can always tell the difference by the cuts because that's what they were sent to school just to do, just that. Okay, so it's a really big difference. So reconstructive surgery, so cosmetics. Cosmetics is for beauty enhancements.
Okay. Yeah.
So whether it be breast augmentations, like I said, 360 lipo, tummy tuck, BBL, stuff like that. Plastic surgery, plastic surgeons are going to be the best at that. Okay. Because that's what they were sent to school just to do. So they're not just a general surgeon. Else.
Right.
Okay. So they're going to be more advanced than someone else. Reconstructive surgery is, let's say someone gets their jaw broken or something like that.
Right.
And the jawbone gets shattered. In a sense. Okay. Well, you will get a reconstructive surgeon or a plastic surgeon to come in and to rebuild this. So that's where we get the word reconstruction. Okay, so they would rebuild that whole jawline.
Wow.
Okay? Yeah. So that's the big difference.
Yeah. So there was a popular thing going around that you had people who didn't know nothing about all this stuff coming and injecting folks in their gluteus maximuses and things like that. And some of these folks, they were right. Some of them got, infected.
Yeah.
And just all kinds of stuff. Some of it it was up at first and then it just fell
and
down.
it'll fall.
Just all kind of stuff.
So, let me tell you, a lot of people pay a lot of money, and you have people that's going to do these injectors in hotel rooms.
Right, yeah.
That's extremely dangerous if you're not with a licensed professional. But the injections, like years ago, those you did not want. Like those were not
right.
A lot of people have lost their life
Mm-hmm.
doing those. Okay.
Yeah.
Now they have things that are better,
Mm-hmm.
I should say, or better would be the word. Things that are not as invasive
Okay.
or not as hard on. I feel as though if you're going to get anything like that, just go get 360 Life with a BBL. Let them transfer that your own fat and put it in another area.
Right,
and just
right.
reconnect it, reheal,
Mm-hmm.
and go on about you. Now that's my personal opinion.
Right. Not putting, because that some type of chemical that they put in you.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff.
don't want to put a foreign substance in your body.
Because it's going to some kind of way reject that, right?
Mm.
Yeah, at some point.
Yes.
Yeah. Y'all listen so you don't wind up in the hospital trying to look good. You know?
Right.
And you know, that mostly back in the days was for the rich and the famous, you know.
That's correct.
But now you got all kind of people that's doing it. I see a lot in the white community that they do. Okay, all right.
So
do you have
Botox
to
is a
keep
filler.
shooting the lips up?
Yeah, you do.
I can give them some things that you know.
Let me tell you. So at the office in Alexandria, my very first time seeing somebody get Botox, I came out of my room with my client, and the lady was standing in the hallway.
Okay.
And I said, "How you doing?" But when she turned, her lips were bleeding and they were swollen. So I said, "Oh, you have an allergic reaction." So that was my first time seeing it, you know. And she was like, "Oh no, I'm fine." I was like, "No." I said, so I called her, the nurse. I said, "Taryn, you need to come see about this." And she was like, "This, what's wrong? What's wrong?" So this lady's lips swollen up and they bleed.
And I know it was dramatic.
Man, look, you know, because I was like, because she was looking like wasn't nothing wrong. Like, this was normal.
Right.
But it wasn't normal to me.
Right.
Right. So Terry was like, yeah, she was like, that's normal. I said, you paid this woman to do that? And she was like, yeah, I get it done, you know, every such and such. And I said, it looked like somebody whooped you up here.
I just know you had.
It was bad.
It
was bad.
So that's considered cosmetic, though, right?
Right.
Okay. And I see a lot of black that's doing it now too. You know, is it that it's become more popular or more affordable?
I think it's more affordable now, honestly. Even like with the Botox. See, you can use Botox for a bunch of different things.
Okay.
So like my spinal cord patients, when they have tone in an extremity and stuff like that,
Okay.
I will call up one of the nurses and have them go and see them in that limb so they can be able to get them their range of motion back. Okay. Let's see. Affordable wise, so let me say this.
Well, does the insurance does the insurance pay for stuff like that?
Some stuff, not all. Okay. So like if you want to go get a BBL, your insurance is not going to pay for that.
Okay.
In my experience, I haven't seen that. Now, breast augmentation insurance pays for that.
Okay.
Because the doctor can say, okay, well, this is causing her to have back issues. Okay. So we need to get a breast reduction. Okay. And the insurance will cover that. Okay.
What about the ones who get bigger ones? You do that too?
Usually people are not wanting the big breasts anymore. They want the big butts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want the big butts. Like I have, like the
I
biggest one.
I see you, man.
Yeah, the biggest.
I'm not saying he has the best job in the world, but I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying.
let's see. The biggest like BBL that I've worked on was like a 52-inch BBL, and that's around. that's around. That's extremely big.
That's a quarter horse.
Yeah, like a tractor tire.
Yeah.
It's huge. Absolutely huge. Why? Why do they want it? I don't know. You gotta think. Huh?
I guess if it makes you feel good.
Yeah, and look, to each his own.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Who am I to judge you because
That's right.
you won't?
If that's what you want.
Yeah, if that's what you want, then go ahead with it.
Especially if you're married and he says that's what I want.
Right. And you'll be surprised. A lot of men pay for it.
Wow.
A lot of men pay for it.
Lots of money.
Yeah, a lot of men pay for it.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm serious. A lot of men pay for it.
Well, I'm quite sure they do.
Mm-hmm.
Because
and you'll be surprised. A lot of men get plastic surgery done also.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, I guess when they paying for it, they say that's mine right there.
I'm pretty sure.
I paid for that.
I'm pretty sure. But you have men, so we have now what they call etching. So etching is where you take a male, okay, you do research ab in place, pretty much abs, okay?
Where
Give you the V. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Give you the V.
Yeah.
You know the V in your waist and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Set you up perfect, just like that.
Wow.
So the same way women go get the 360 lipo and the BBL stuff like that, men are getting etching. That's called etching. So you see a lot of older
I
fellas.
thought you were maybe talking about, cause we was out in New Orleans and this dude walked by. I could tell it was a dude.
Oh yeah.
But he had all kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I see that a lot too.
Yeah.
I see that a lot, a whole lot.
Cause that's what I thought maybe you were
Oh,
talking about.
No,
you're
but
talking
they
about
do too. Actual men.
Getting
Etching. So they will actually build up your chest. They will put the just walk straight out of like a magazine. So
I don't have to work out?
No. And it's called etching.
This is getting really interesting.
Look, this is 2026. There's not nothing now, like cosmetic wise. Like men, if you was short, they have implants for that, for your length. I'm serious. The etching and stuff like that. Men get BBLs. Believe it or not.
Yo, this is my. It's almost like AI. Ain't nothing you can't get done.
No, I'm serious. I see a lot.
Yeah.
I see a whole lot.
We hadn't even gotten into what inspired you, man, to get into this line of work, and it's lucrative, man.
Yeah. It's crazy how I got into it. A buddy of mine, his wife went and had implants. Okay. So one of her implants wouldn't fall into place.
Right.
So usually the surgeon has to go back in, cut the scar tissue, and pull the implant down. So he asked me, he was like, Dex, do you think you can do something? So I'm like, I'll see,
Right.
No problem, I'll find out. So I went to working on it, and I actually got the implant to fall. So when it fell back into place, she told her surgeon. Well, she had two of her friends, and when they got some work done, and they called. So the surgeon himself from Bioaesthetics, he called me himself, and he was like, hey, look, I just wanted to talk to you. He said, how long you been doing this? And I was like, honestly, I just been working on them a few months. He was like, well, look, do you mind if I try? And he was like, okay. So that's how it got started. Okay.
Wow.
And by word of mouth. Mm-hmm. So the office in Alexandria, where I'm at, I worked on a lady there, and they asked me to come in. She wanted me to meet the doctor. Me and the doctor, we got along. Me and the staff, we got along. And they was like, hey, do you have a place to do this? And I was like, no, I just go from home to home.
Right.
He was like, well, I tell you what, my office is closed on this day through this day. He said, if you want, I want you to work here at my office. And he said, this is your office on the days that are closed.
Wow.
And I said, really? And he was like, yeah. He said, you're that good.
Right.
And I was like, okay. So now I've been there 7 years.
So
7 years.
it is all dealing with your hands.
Yeah. So I'll tell you, I don't just use my hands.
Right.
I use people, like whenever they see me doing it, they be like, well, why would you use that? You go to damage it. No, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are. I don't mind taking risks.
Right,
You know
right.
I've always been a risk taker.
Uh-huh.
You mean? So I don't mind taking risks. But if I know, if nobody won't try it, how you know it's gonna work? Or it's not gonna work?
Right.
So I'm gonna try it.
The law of Mount Everest is what we call it.
Yeah.
It's the risk of climbing the mountain that I may get to the top.
Right.
If you don't take that risk, you'll never get to the
Right.
top.
You can't hit a home run if you don't swing.
That's right. Listen, we're gonna take a break here, and we'll be right back. Man,
Opioids are a class of highly
look,
addictive narcotics, including
I just
pain relievers. And these drugs
my grandfather come from the Igbo tribe.
Right. I'm Yoruba.
Right.
The Office of Public Health found
You-
opioid-involved deaths
Nigeria,
by
right?
269% from
Let me tell you something, man. Those particular people, they making it, and that's because now see, from my understanding, the Igbo and Nigerians had a clash with one another. I didn't know that.
That's true.
Because I was, my nephew, his name is Victor. He's from Nigeria. You know, I just married them. And I didn't know that they had beef with one another. And I was doing the ceremony, the Igbo tribe. And everybody got quiet. I was like, okay, you know. But they both were very proud.
You got 5 seconds.
You know, they were very okay. All right. Listen, we are here with Mr. Dexter Humphrey. And listen, I know that you all may see him sometime too. He's a builder and all of this, but where he really found his niche is, well, let me ask you this, educationally wise, how did you get into all of this? You had to, I know, do different.
So I went to, of course, college in the
Right.
I went to Blue Cliff and became a licensed massage therapist. Once I got my massage therapy license, that opened the door for a whole lot because I was working at Prism here in Natchitoches.
I remember that.
Yeah, and they allowed me to actually do a whole lot within their practice. You know, so that's really where it started. So from there, and then when I got with the Black Women's Health Initiative, with that program and doing their diabetic prevention stuff, and then they made me a life coach, and then I started teaching. You know, from there about the diabetic prevention and so forth and so on. Let me see what else took place. I got sponsored by Rock Tape.
And Rock Tape is
And Kinesio Tape Company.
yeah,
in Key West, Florida.
Yeah. But you know, I've had massages done, and man, you get up off of there, man. You just you whether it's your lymphatic is flowing, everything is flowing, and you know, I would tell people at least 2-3 times a month, get your massage, man. Yeah. But you started again. Your hands made a way for you, man.
Yeah.
Your gift made room, and you're good at what you do. You knew you had to. You knew you were good at what you did, just like Muhammad Ali even stepped in the ring.
In the ring.
Yeah. But then he knew there were things he had to do so he could get to where he. And I'm going somewhere, y'all. And the reason I'm going this way is because a lot of us want to be successful, but we don't want to make the sacrifices to get the different things that we need to get so that we can climb the ladder. So you had to go and do a few things, get license and things like that to open the door for you, and people let you in.
Yeah. Like I'll never forget. Like so, my company therapy that I do. So at the time, I got let go from 2 jobs in one day. At the time, no joke. So at the time, I was still paying on a wedding. I was paying for at the time. He had a '98 Chevy Blazer that I bought from him for $400. I had some mud tires on the back of my house, and one of my buddies in Humphrey, Texas, wanted. He had a transmission for it.
Okay.
And we put in a new spark plugs, wires, rotor cap, brand new AC system, and a brand new radiator. And I used that vehicle. I got on eBay at the time, and I bought things that I know that I could use, and that's how I started my company, and going like that. So I will never forget. I didn't have any money. I drove to New Orleans to get this cupping license. I slept in that Blazer. The class was for 4 days.
Wow.
Slept there. I had some tortillas, some chips. I had this is no lie. I had the 3-gallon water box that you get.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't have any money for a hotel.
Yeah.
You hear me? And that's what I bathed with on the back of this doctor's office. That's no lie.
Yeah.
Right here in New Orleans. I did that. I did
listen.
that. That's no joke.
You must have been around some of our other friends, some our Mexican friends, because that's the kind of thing people don't understand.
I did that.
They do what they need to do to make
it.
Right. And a lot of folks would have done that, man.
Yeah, I don't have.
But look at you now.
Yeah, they ain't laughing no more.
Yeah.
They ain't laughing now.
I can remember that Blazer too now.
Yeah. I'll tell you, they ain't laughing no
so
more.
that Blazer served as a my grandfather used to always say, never get a car that if you have to, you may have to sleep in.
I laid them seats down in the back.
Yeah.
I stretched out there. I'll never forget that. And I slept in this mall parking lot.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'll
never forget that.
And that was in New Orleans, you said?
Mm-hmm.
God almighty. Man. Listen, y'all, you got to do what you have to do. I think I asked a question about the health, as a health advocate, what health challenges do you see affecting our local community the most? And we talked about being diabetic and all that. But anything else?
Diabetes and cancer.
Cancer.
Diabetes and cancer.
And a lot of that is preventative. Eating is triggering this stuff.
If you call my office, and because it's going to take you through a menu, so you know, it's going to say what if you want to juice order 1, plastic surgery 2, and construction 3. Once you press 1 or 2 or whatever, let's say you have somebody with cancer or whatever. There's a lady that I use in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and she gets the actual soursop fruit.
Oh yeah, I got some in my refrigerator right now. The actual soursop fruit. They got big chunks of it that they've taken out and put it in.
That's right.
I do that now. You can actually get the fruit too, like you said. Yeah.
It's hard to get it because it comes from Ghana.
Yeah.
It's hard to get it. So I use that in my practice. Like,
Tell them what soursop is.
So soursop is a fruit that is used. It actually kills cancer cells. That's what it
More
does.
even than it has more. I know they take chemo and all that stuff.
Right. It's
This
way
is-
more
that's
effective
right.
than chemo.
It is not as barbaric.
Right. Because with chemotherapy kills all cells.
Everything.
You
Right.
know, this focuses on
Only the bad.
just the bad cancerous cells.
Right.
You know, and like I tell people whenever they, matter of fact, I use this for example. My daughter is 13, so my grandmother has been cancer free for 12 years now.
Wow.
And we changed her eating habit.
Mm-hmm.
We got her on alkaline water,
Alkaline.
pH level.
Mhm.
So you want at 8 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Spring water.
Right.
If you get spring water.
And add key
That's
limes
right.
into
That's
it.
right. Mm-hmm.
add key limes into it. So let's see. That turmeric, the sour sop, but we had to eliminate meat. We had to eliminate meat
Because
we allowed
it
diet.
creates mucus.
Yes.
And there's not but one disease,
And it's
and
mucus.
that is mucus.
Correct.
Anytime they tell you we saw a mass, in other words, they said we saw some where there is a possibility that there are some radicals living there.
Correct.
Yeah, because they got to have an environment
That's
to
right.
live in. Yeah, but then folks are not going to tell you this,
No.
you know, and we have to be careful in telling you this because of the fact that you go to your doctors and ask them about
Not true, so forth and so on, but I can show you.
right, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Yeah, I've seen it, man. There is a guy who is unalive right now because he was actually he wasn't treating people, he was healing people, curing people, and you know him.
Yep.
Dr. Savy. Yeah. So listen, we're gonna take another break here, and when we come back, I want to talk about how people can get in touch with you, you know, just for maybe a consultation or anything like that.
Yeah.
All right. Man, let me tell you something. My grandfather was a nothing for. He could go in the woods, find certain plants and things, come out and make a salve and things like that. And they tell me that that's where I got that from.
Man, let me tell you. So my dad, my biological father, is deceased. So he died a few years back. But when he went to, because he played professional tennis, that's how he got over here.
Right. Okay.
So when he let's see, when he went back to visit his, his mom and siblings and stuff like that, he ended up contracting malaria, and my grandmother healed him. And when she healed him, he came back over here and he never went back.
Right.
He never went back over there to visit or nothing.
All the time they were doing this, getting a shot for this COVID, I was doing powerful bitter, man. You know, and some of them don't know burdock root.
Yes. Bladderwrack root.
Bladderwrack root. Ashwagandha.
Got 3 seconds.
And we are back. Mr. Dexter Humphrey is a guy you need to contact. You need to see him by any means necessary because he's good at what he does and he's not going to allow a mistake by telling you something that he has not researched. And this is his profession. This is what he does. He makes people better. Yeah. And so, how can people get in touch with you, man?
So you can call 951-0007. And that's Inspire. 318-951-0007. You can call off his line. People usually hit me up on TikTok, is Recovery on Decks. It's my TikTok, and my Instagram and Facebook is Inspire Mobility. So you can hit me up on any of those platforms, or contact me, on any of those platforms.
Watch some of his commercials.
Yeah. That also.
Yeah. A lot of folks may say, well, I'm pretty much set and everything. But you do preventative medicine too.
Correct.
Right. What all? I know you do the thing.
So
unusual.
I would say unusual, maybe out of the norm.
No, yeah.
Would probably be those. Would probably be the couple therapy.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But no, not that I can think of. At this time.
Yeah.
But, and I don't just treat people either. Treat horses, show cattle.
For real?
Yeah. If you go down my IG page, you'll see me treating horses. And you'll see me treating show cattle and stuff like that.
Yeah. I know you got some. You got a nice stock of dogs.
Yes. Yes.
So, Mr. Humphrey, I think my oldest son may be older than you are. My oldest son's about 40. He'll be 40.
I'm 41.
So y'all was in this. Yeah.
Same
Yeah,
class together.
sure was.
Yeah.
I forgot you, him, and Ronnie.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh man. Listen. All these guys are they are risk takers. Unlike us, we try to play it safe, man. But when you take risks, you get a chance, like they said, shoot for the moon. And if I don't make it, at least I fall amongst the stars.
Right.
I guess that's just the mentality
I
you
agree.
all have,
I'm gonna at least try.
I appreciate what you all are doing in our community. That's the age group that is the future of our community. And I was sharing with Ms. Freeman about this platform. I want to see us with our communities back. Miss Jacqueline was on last week, and that's what we talked about, how the community used to look, and it doesn't look that way anymore.
Right.
We can't go to our community and have different stores. I remember we could buy clothes and buy. You didn't have to leave your community.
Right.
The dollar stayed in our community a long, long time.
Not anymore.
Our journey and our crusade is to build our community back. I believe if we can do that, we can stop the crime rate in our community.
By far.
I believe if we can do that, have our own schools, teaching them who they were and who they can be, because whoever thought,
Right.
you had to believe in yourself that you could be successful. And when you was in your car and trying to get certified, qualified to do what you do, you didn't just see that. You saw up the road. I'm here now. But if I make that, man, I'm getting teary-eyed at just knowing that, and I thank you for what you've done for my boy. That's what we used to do, y'all. We used to get the other one and pull them along. We wasn't jealous. They done taught us to be jealous of one another. And when I say they, I'm not, listen, we've got some great people that's not our colors that have helped me along the way. You know.
Most definitely.
Listen, one of the persons that I always consider my brother and my friend is Louis Benoit. Good brother, man. The heritage, their mother and all of them, I can always consider them. Now, I can't tell you what they are to nobody else. I'm just telling you what they are to me.
To you.
But you don't find that people will help you just because they will, you know. And I'm thankful for that. And I know you probably can say that same thing, that there are some people that's not your color that has helped you open some doors for you, you know. But I think we have to be able to do it for ourselves too, you know. Because, you know, we have to have our own financial institutions and stuff. You know. Now, don't get upset with us if we do our own thing. We just want to be like other races of people, you know, who support their own. When I go to Houston and I go to eat in Little China, oh, that's all I see. The banks and everything. So, listen, y'all, anything else before we leave?
No, man, I enjoyed this.
Well, I thank you for coming in, man. Yeah. Listen, y'all, we got to get out of here. God bless you all. God keep you is my prayer. I love you, and you can't do nothing about it. God bless. Yeah, man.
Can you take a picture of us?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell him he's a new.
Natchitoches home for urban vibes.
Oh, you got an iPhone.
You guess. Take it and make sure it's right.
So, where you headed today?
I read it today.
Yeah.
Man, back to my bed.
I know you're right.
Man,
Thank you,
one
man.
of my buddies broke down last night.